This is another chapter in the vampire novel I'm writing. The name of this particular chapter is Inside the Lighthouse. Hyung Grace Kwan lit a candle and looked out the lighthouse window at the huge blowing gusts of wind and rain. "Nice to be in," Hyung smiled. "Indeed," Dracul smiled back. "There looks to be two people out in a boat in the middle of this huge storm." Hyung pointed at what looked like a huge egg being tossed on the sea. Dracul Van Helsing picked up his binoculars and peered at the object, currently spinning like a top. "It's our friends Renfield and Amadeus," Dracul smiled. "They know about our mission?" Hyung asked. "Well, if they do, they're one up on us," Dracul noted. "Even we don't know what our mission is." Dracul and Hyung had been instructed to go to this lighthouse by Gregorio Palamas, the president of the International Federation of Vampire Hunters. Once inside, they were to await further instructions. "Doesn't appear to be any phone here." Hyung glanced around the room. "Really?" Dracul cast his gaze around the room. "Well, I hope you brought your cell phone, because I forgot to bring mine." "I've got my Samsung with me." Hyung adjusted her skirt. Dracul smiled. He thought Hyung would look great in a Samsung AnyCall commercial. Speaking of which, Dracul wondered to himself, who looks sexier in the respective Samsung AnyCall commercials, Lee Hiyori or Jeong Ji-hyun? "What are you thinking about?" Hyung looked at him. "Oh, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." Dracul put his binoculars down on the table. "Why those things?" Hyung smiled. "'Cause that vampire out there tonight looked a lot like Thomas Jefferson." Dracul took off his trench coat. "So it sort of reminded me of the U.S. Declaration of Independence." "You never read anything about Jefferson being turned into a vampire, did you?" "No, I don't believe he was." Hyung shook her head. "That's good to hear." Dracul went to the icebox and took out a can of Coca-Cola. "Least I haven't blown any chance, then, of winning a U.S. Congressional Medal of Honor." Outside on the tossing and turning ocean, Renfield was vomiting over the side of the boat. "You ever been subject to seasickness?" Renfield asked between barfs. "Nope." Amadeus calmly munched on his potato salad. "Why do you ask?" "Because I seem to be." Renfield tossed his cookies one more time. "Try standing on your head and counting to 10, Amadeus suggested. "Seems to work for me. Least it does when I've got hiccups." Renfield tried standing on his head and was immediately tossed overboard by a passing wave. "Oh, bloody hell!" Renfield shouted.